Now is a great time to start pruning your trees. We generally recommend pruning trees anywhere from September through January to prevent the spread of insects and diseases. And most trees, especially young ones like this, you can actually prune yourself. Let me show you how. The main tools you need for tree pruning are a pair of loppers like this for cuts anywhere up to an inch to an inch and a half, and then a good sharp razor saw for any bigger cuts you need to make. The first thing you want to look for are suckers on your trees. Suckers are weak growth that generally spring out from the trunk of the tree and weaken the tree overall. So you can just clip those off right at the base. And you can actually prune suckers all year round. Next up, you want to remove all of the dead wood off of your tree. You can remove it by finding the dead branch and finding where it connects back to a live branch and just cutting it right there. The next thing to look for are low branches like this one. It's a good practice to raise the canopies of your trees slowly over time to help them to grow more up and out. The last thing to look for is branches that are rubbing on each other or crossing over, kind of like these. See how this one is kind of crossing into this one's territory? I'm going to remove this branch to help this one thrive. It's important to remember though, when you're pruning your trees, never remove more than 10 to 15% of the branches per year. It's better to remove a little bit every year than wait a few years and remove way too many branches. So if you have a lot of suckers or deadwood, you might have to stop there before raising the canopy or removing those rubbing and crossover branches. When removing branches, it's really important to make those cuts at the right place. If I'm removing this branch, I want to find the collar right here and make that cut there to give the tree the best chance at healing like it's supposed to. When removing slightly bigger branches like this one, it's important to make a jump cut so that you don't damage the bark of the tree. So you're going to start by first making a small indent cut on the bottom here. Next, you're going to make a big cut here to get the weight of the branch off. And lastly, you can go back to the collar and make the final clean cut. If you follow these steps, you should be pruning your trees like a pro. Now, if you reach any branches that are too big to cut with your tools or some that you can't reach from the ground, it's best to call a certified arborist. They're going to know everything they need to know and have the tools you need to prune some of those bigger trees. Happy pruning!